Hi babes, welcome back to Carlee's Closet. And today's video, I am talking about micro habits that I have incorporated into my daily routine that make me feel more beautiful overall. And these small little habits that I've developed over the years have really helped me not only shine on the outside and feel more physically beautiful, but of course also help me feel more internally beautiful. So let's go ahead and get into some of the micro habits that I want to share with you. So, number one micro habit that I do every single day is I drink fruit smoothies every single morning. Um, I consider that to be my breakfast because I just throw a bunch of fruits into the blender, milk, honey. Sometimes I do cinnamon. I just come up with so many different combinations each and every day. Usually bananas are always like in my smoothie because that's a really great base. But drinking fruit smoothies has improved my skin health and helped me to glow from the outside so tremendously. And it just feels so good to just like drink plants, right? I love eating things that come from nature, come from God. I don't really eat a lot of processed foods. Very seldomly do I, unless I'm in a bind or like I'm traveling, then I will eat a little bit more poorly. But on a day-to-day basis at home, I eat very whole, and drinking fruit smoothies every single day is something that is so easy because I can just throw them all into the blender, like I said, and yeah, just drink my fruit and get my water intake in the same sense. And yeah, it's just made me feel so much better. And like I said, you can do so many different combinations with it. Sometimes I will put like a raw egg in there. Sometimes I will do extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is a game changer. You can use it on your skin, like on the outside of your skin, but you can also put it on all of your food and even drink it in your smoothie. So that's what I've been doing. And yeah, my taste buds have adapted to craving only fruit smoothies and the natural sugars rather than craving like processed sugars, which obviously overall helps your skin health. So, yeah, that's the first micro habit that I've incorporated into my daily routine. So, the second one is getting outside when possible in the beautiful sunshine. Now, I say when possible because I live here in the South and it rains a lot. So, especially in the spring and summertime, unfortunately. And I don't always like to deal with the rain, especially when I really have an itch to go outside. But when it is sweet sunshine out there, I will take off my socks and shoes and ground in the grass with my bare feet and get my daily dose of vitamin D. I swear, after my eyes hit the sunlight, that natural sunlight, it just does something instantly to your brain health, just your overall, like your immune system. And this is scientifically proven. Vitamin D has so many benefits, and we've been so trained to be so scared of sunlight, but we should actually be embracing the sunlight. And actually, I've also heard that it's good to, like, if you're traveling and you happen to be a bit jet lagged, if you go outside, like after you've been on a long flight and wherever you end up and you just look at the sun, your pupils, it will start to increase a certain neurochemical in your brain that will help you revive your energy, because sometimes traveling can be it takes a really big toll on your body, but if you just look at the sunlight, that will dramatically help your energy levels. So I always recommend grounding, especially if you are somewhere where it's always sun shining out there. Touch the ground with your bare feet and get your vitamin D. I swear, like, nothing makes me happier than being in the sunlight. So, the next daily habit that I've incorporated to make me feel more beautiful is listening to worship music in the mornings. And as you guys know, if you follow me on my other channel, you know that I'm very spiritual. I love Jesus, and I love to pray, and I love to have a relationship with God, and I love to listen to my worship music. I do actually sometimes still listen to secular music, but most of the time I prefer worship music, especially in the mornings, because like that's how you should want to start your day, you know, with that getting the good word. So this is something that I didn't always do. It's just something that I've more recently incorporated within the past year, and yeah, it just puts me in a better mentality for the day, and getting started in the day. So if you're not turning on your worship music and singing your heart out to God, then, or even praying, then I would suggest that you start to do that, in incorporating that into your routine, and watch your spirit change. Watch your spirit change. Okay, so the next micro habit is getting dressed about an hour or two after I wake up. Actually, I'll be honest, sometimes it doesn't even take me an hour. Usually, maybe about 30-45 minutes after I wake up, like I will fix my tea or coffee or my smoothie or whatever, and then I will get dressed. I don't like to stay in my pajamas or what I'm sleeping in, because I just feel kind of icky. I don't feel dirty, but I just feel like something is off balance in me if I don't look presentable and look, you know, fully done up. I just feel best when I am dressed and polished. So I always get dressed pretty immediately after waking up. Makeup and hair can come a little bit later in the day if I don't have somewhere to be, but brush my hair and brush my teeth. I don't have like some crazy morning routine. I'm not one of those influencers who, you know, has this 8-step morning routine, because I drink and eat whole foods. So I don't need all those added toxic products. Most products are toxic, honestly. The most marketed products out there are pretty much toxic to our skin and are endocrine disrupting to our hormones, which is something I'm obviously very big and against on, if you follow my other content. So yeah, I don't need all those crazy expensive products. I use natural stuff, if anything. And yeah, I just get dressed and brush my hair and brush my teeth, and I'm good until I, you know, do my makeup, which is doesn't really take me long. My everyday makeup is just kind of lipstick and blush and mascara. So, but as long as I have a pretty dress on and my hair brushed, I feel instantly more polished. Okay, so the next micro beauty tip is I'm sorry, micro habit that I've incorporated into my beauty routine is keeping my mind young and fresh and fit by learning things that I'm passionate about. I love learning new things. I love studying up on, you know, my realm and my content, of course, and keeping up with the people in my realm, and their content of like relationships and men and women and things. But I love learning just in general, even of course about fashion, things that I don't even know or things that I don't even think of. To do in my own routine. And so I love to keep my mind fresh and fit by, you know, watching these podcasts, something that is stimulating, something that is educational, something that can help me to keep growing and evolving, reading books, just nothing that, not spending too much time consuming content that really just keeps me stuck. I tend not to even gravitate towards that kind of stuff, but I know it gets kind of easy to do that when you're like on TikTok. But I don't overconsume any of that content of like other people, you know, dumping their traumas and stuff and issues and things like that. I prefer to learn things that'll help me become better and even move up more in my goals and my area of knowledge, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's also another beauty tip that I have seen to help me stay relevant and fresh in what I need to know. Keeps my mind young, and I just love learning. So the next beauty habit that I've incorporated is keeping creative, right? One thing, when I first started my content journey of doing dating and relationships, and now obviously on here on my fashion channel, I never put aside my creativity. I've always been someone who's been really heavily involved in fashion, in makeup. I was in theater, in dancing, in music, anything that was performing arts. I've always been really big into, and obviously I've done modeling for so many years now. But just because I had started that more educational content, I didn't want to push all the modeling and photographing stuff aside completely, because that was still a very big passion of mine. So I still keep my creativity muscle very strong, and whether that be, taking photos of my outfits when I go somewhere, or, traveling and finding cool locations where I travel to and setting up, a photo shoot there, and even taking my tripod and taking my own photographs, getting creative, getting in the body, just giving myself that full creativity, feminine, sensual experience. It's just something that I feel so passionately about, and keeping that creative spark within me alive. And it's also so cool to just look back on, where I travel to, and the photos that I've taken of myself and the sceneries while I was there. Like, I just love looking back at those photos and remembering, the time that I had there, and how I was able to create this concept of location, outfit, perfect timing, and yeah, just creating the whole concept of a beautiful photo. Of course, I have an eye for that. I have a talent for that. I've been doing it for so long, but that's my thing. So you might have something different. And to that point, I also really love baking and cooking from time to time. It's not something that I do every day. I'll be honest, I kind of go through phases of it. Sometimes I will cook and bake a lot. Sometimes I won't touch the kitchen for a few weeks, but I do like to get creative in meals and stuff. So that's always fun too. So maybe you like to cook and, get creative in baking cookies or cakes. Keep that creative spark alive. Or maybe you like to garden, or, maybe you like to paint or draw. It's just something to keep that creativity going. So the next habit is shopping. Yes, shopping. Shopping is a huge guilty pleasure of mine. Shopping runs in my family. The women in my family, we have all just been obsessive shoppers. But also, shopping actually activates our feel-good female hormones, and so that's why I'm a big advocate of shopping, and doing it just to do it, right? Even if you are young and you don't really have a lot of money to spend on clothes, because I was once there. And of course, I always advocate for thrifting. I love thrifting. Thrifting is so much fun. And when you find that dime piece when you're thrifting, I swear there is like no greater feeling. So yeah, keep that shopping game strong. Even if you feel kind of discouraged that you don't have the means to really buy all that you want right now. Even just putting yourself in the environments, and seeing what you like, things that are out there on trend, developing more of that classy wardrobe. Keep those hormones up too by just getting more into shopping out and about. Whether it be a few days a week or even online. Look, I do both, honestly. I order a lot of stuff online, but I also like to go in stores and to go thrifting, obviously. So yeah, that's always fun for me. And yeah, hopefully you are also strengthening that muscle of doing some shopping, because us women, we love to shop, okay? And if we don't love to shop, well, I would question your womanhood, honestly. Okay, so Next micro habit that I've incorporated is taking trips and vacations as often as possible. Honestly, I don't really plan very much as far as taking vacations. I don't have most of the time, I don't have like 6 months in advance of like planning a certain trip. It's just more like spur of the moment or like a month or two in advance. That's just usually how it happens for me. And I have a few family members who like to travel pretty often, and usually I will go with them, or I will try to set up something with my immediate family. But I just love traveling. I love seeing the world. And like I said, I love going there and taking photos and remembering it, and then looking back at those times spent with my family in seeing new places and getting to experience that together. So that always makes me feel so beautiful from the inside. Okay. So then the next micro beauty habit is getting my hair done every 6 weeks. So, even though my hair is chemically processed, and I have more of a holistic view on things. It's a luxury that I'm just not willing to give up yet. I love getting my hair done. I will always get my hair cut, but I like to have my blonde hair and keep it, pretty polished and fresh. But my integrity, like the integrity of my hair, is very, very good for having this bleached hair. I have a great hairstylist, and I take very good care of my internal health, and therefore my hair feels very nourished and well fed. So that's why you just kind of pick and choose your battles. That's why I allow myself to get those chemical processes. Maybe one day down the road I will give that up, but I'm just not ready yet. So I always encourage ladies to get their hair done. That's the luxury that I choose. Having polished hair just instantly like elevates my look. I love the feeling of coming out of the salon and just having a fresh dew. Some of you may choose to get your nails done. That's fine too. That's not really my thing, to be honest. I don't really like having nails, and I definitely like to keep them shorter and more natural looking. But hair is where it's at for me. So the next micro beauty habit is donating clothes to the local family owned thrift shop. Now, I do sell some of my clothes on my Depop and Poshmark online. I love to list clothes on there. But I have so many things that I will wear and then get rid of. So it's just not possible for me to just list all of them. So I will donate a lot of clothes to a local thrift shop. And these family owned thrift shops are counting on people like me in the community to donate clothes and home decor and things of that nature to them in order to keep their business going and keep it fresh and running and paying their bills. So I love to do that. It's a good deed to my community, and just to see like, oh, my old clothes that I've worn in a local thrift shop, where now other people in my community can also wear those clothes that once was so special to me. I just love that feeling. So I love to donate things that I just don't wear anymore, and I'm always out with the old and in with the new. And that's a really great habit that I've developed over the years. Okay. So, and then the next beauty tip, beauty habit. These are totally unconventional habits, by the way, just things that you really probably wouldn't think of, but help you so much mentally and help you so much internally, and just make you feel more beautiful as a whole being. And so that is cleaning my home widely and deeply, at least once a week. Pretty much every day I'm like always cleaning up, doing dishes, dealing with laundry, and just the daily tasks of running a home. But about once a week I will pretty much deeply clean everything, vacuum, mop, sweep, spray things down, just kind of more of that deeper cleaning that does take a little bit more time, and it's not always my favorite thing to do. Sometimes I really have to like put on a podcast or music to get that motivation going, but once I get started, I actually really do like cleaning. I do, and I'm good at it, and that has only developed better since I've started doing that, because when I was younger, my mom and my grandma, they would always do all the cleaning, and we didn't really we had some training in it when they were like cleaning other people's houses for them, but definitely since I've like kind of established a place of my own, I have been really into keeping my space very fresh and clean and smelling nice, and just open to where I can have other family members come in and feel at home and feel just really comfortable in my space. So yeah, doing a deep cleaning at least once a week makes the house just feel so much better. You just feel so much better when you're just sitting in a home that is so nice and clean and smells so fresh. So that is all the unconventional beauty habits that I've incorporated in my day-to-day life that I wanted to share with you in this video. Hopefully you have found this to be very helpful to you, and maybe you can incorporate some of these habits into your routine. And that's all I'm going to say for this video. If you guys have any suggestions for a future video here on Carlee's Closet, make sure you leave it down below, and of course subscribe to help this new channel grow. And until the next video, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.